see the light, the joy and wonder burning bright in their eyes. In their eyes we see our hopes and our dreams come back to life. Come to life, come to love and be loved. These are the waters, sacred shores of our lives. Come to love them, come to life.
There's a lot of talk in the business community these days about the new triple bottom line. There used to be one bottom line, which was profit. Now there's talk about a triple bottom line, which is the environment, sustaining it, profitability for companies, and doing something good for the community. This hits all three. This is the triple bottom line. And boy, are we getting results. It's like dropping a pebble in the water and seeing a ripple, which is the delight in a child's eyes when he or she discovers the wonders of science and the planet around them. And then it ripples out to their family, to their classroom, to a school, and now we see to a community as far away as Stanford and Bridgeport. And it all starts right here at the Maritime Center, the Norwalk Aquarium, with dropping the pebble. And we're just thrilled to be a tiny part of that.
I have children that would never, ever have seen the inside of this building, ever, because the family situation, it just wasn't a reality for them, who now, through our partnership, through our collaboration, are not only coming into the aquarium and getting within the four walls, but they have access to the experts that are here.
Basically, you don't have to think about using them.
So it's even above and beyond. They can talk to somebody who is a curator of animals. They can talk to somebody who dives out in the Sound and brings back crabs right into their hands. They're not going to forget those. It ripples out in many ways.
The ripple effect is an important scientific effect. You make one drop and the ripples keep going and they go further and further out. GE partners with the Maritime Aquarium because it's really important for children to appreciate and love science and nature. And the younger you start teaching the principles of science and nature, the better. You're learning not just from a book, but you're learning hands-on, you're touching. You go to the stingrays and you pet them, and all of a sudden you now have a love for an animal you may never have really appreciated before. I really hope that someday all those children grow up and become scientists and become environmental engineers like I am and help protect this planet.
And this is how I know it does work and there is a ripple effect, because of all the connections we've made to literacy and mathematics and science, and they can see it's not just science all by itself. You know, there's so many different hands-on opportunities, and that it goes out to everything else, that science connects to math, and that it connects to literacy, it connects to reading, that you need all of that. Maybe it will make them more excited about learning and be a better student and be a well-rounded student and be a well-rounded person.
While we are building inquiry-based thinking, problem-solving kids, we are also involving them in being conscious of how they impact their environment, how their environment is related to Long Island Sound, and that they can make a difference, whether it be through little actions within the classroom or at their home, or larger actions when we're out at the river and we notice certain things, that we come back and we lobby our political leaders to go and make some changes in the environment. So, you know, I do think that those kids are being empowered in a way that teaches them how to act personally and maybe take steps at a bigger picture that can positively impact the greater community.
When you look at the maps that show where all the schools are that the aquarium serves and where those kids come from, and you see them coming all the way from Long Island in large numbers. You see them from upstate New York. You see them throughout the state of Connecticut. This is not just about Norwalk. This is not just about Fairfield County. It's about that whole area that surrounds Long Island Sound, and what a special opportunity it is to be able to study the marine life in Long Island Sound.
The investment that Newman Zone has made in the education of young adults is a tremendous benefit to the community. And a benefit to the future of our environment. I mean, how else do you get the environmental stewards? They have to have an innate interest in the environment. If they're not getting it at home on a river, like I had the luxury of having, you know, it has to come from somewhere, and that little spark has to happen. So I think this provides the perfect environment for children to get that spark.
It's great to partner with the aquarium in a number of different things, not just the Red Apple, but in other days where we can promote education and really open the eyes maybe of some kids particularly that may not have that opportunity. You know, and if we can make education fun for our kids, imagine that, win-win.
At the Maritime Aquarium, we have a wonderful biodiversity database that's being put together. We have data going back for over 10 years, and all of that data is going to eventually be part of a database that's going to be accessible by schools as well as the public. It's a historical and scientific record of, again, our backyard Long Island Sound. So Going Green is partially documenting things and documenting information. Going green can also mean inspiring people to make smart choices when they're at a restaurant, knowing which seafood to order, as well as how to do landscaping in your backyard and recycling and reducing and reusing things. So here at the aquarium, we've definitely been green for a long time, even before people knew what Going Green was.
In the end, we will conserve only what we love. We will love only what we understand. We will understand only what we are taught. And the aquarium is a magnificent teaching tool. We want to make it even more magnificent so that it becomes a resource for lifelong learning, to get connected with, to learn about, to understand, to enjoy, to become immersed in, to revel in, to discover, and to fall in love with Long Island Sound.
Come to life, come to love and be loved. These are the waters, sacred shores of our lives. Come to love them, come to love them.
Thank you, GE Commercial Finance and Newman's Own Organics, for making this year's Red Apple so special.
And thank you to this year's supporting sponsors, Fairfield County Bank and Xerox Foundation.